a game, I'm sure our bill would be close after food, parking, uh, drinks. I'm sure our bill would be close to probably $400 a couple, if not 500 a couple.
Yeah. You're probably pretty close on that. And I think football, or at least the NFL more specifically, I think there's the biggest gap in the experience from the live, you being there, uh, as opposed to watching it on TV. I think um, all the other sports, I think being there is a little bit more special. Tailgating is really fun for an NFL game, but I think after that, go home and watch it on your couch. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, you're sitting in, usually in the cold. Obviously, the first few weeks you have some nice weather, but after that, you're sitting in the cold. Um, you were probably tailgating, so you're probably drunk off your ass, and it's just it. You're having fun. Don't get me wrong, you're having fun, but it's not a great watch.
yeah, it's a social experience.
Correct.
It's more so to me.
It's like a Cubs
I
game.
think you would have a better. I think you would have a better time tailgating and going to the closest bar, or getting a bus and going to view the game off site. I think that would be a better experience. Heck, you just pay for parking, but you can't even do that these days uh, because of tailgating rules, at least here in Chicago. So uh, I don't think you need better. I think there wouldn't. I think better amenities could help. A really strong Wi-Fi system. Uh, Gosh, I hate to say tablets at each seat. I think people's smartphones are good enough right now for that to be the case. But I guess a better interactive experience for the fans as far as fantasy, other video, other highlights or videos of other games going on. Except, well, then what do you
Well,
have? You just have,
you're so far away.
yeah,
Even the first, whatever, the first row, the first 10 rows, you're still so far away from the action. You can't see what's going on. You can't see, and you're not far away at the same time. You're also not far away enough to like recognize formations and plays. You know what I mean? Like on
yeah,
TV, they show you after a play, well, this is what happened. This is, they were in this formation. Um, and then they can also show you something up close so you could see why there was a fumble. Oh, it got ripped out. Oh, it got punched out. Oh, he never actually had it. So just there's so much more you can see and learn by watching on TV. When you're at the game, like you said, it's a social experience. You're having fun, but do you really know what's going on in the game? I mean, not really.
no, it's not that great. The west, or excuse me, the east end of Soldier Field. I've been to a game, gosh, years and years ago. I'd say almost close to, boy, 12 years ago or so, and it was a pretty good experience. The east side, you're pretty close to the action. You get a good view. I was, I think, maybe mid level up, but I'm sure it was a very expensive proposition. And the east side of Soldier Field, I think they have the Cadillac Club. I think that's what they call it. At least it was at that time, and it was a Cadillac experience to say the least. You had, a sports bar inside, a couple different sports bars or just areas that you could, consume, warm up, watch other games that are going on. Heck, watch even the game that's on the field a mere 60 yards from you. But yeah, it's I don't know what the answer is. I certainly don't think trying to upgrade every stadium to be 100,000 seat bowls is yeah is on the docket. But Uh, I wouldn't be surprised if they end up going to if they go to a pay-per-view format or a season pass type format where you pay $100 and you see all your games, and you get access to the NFL, where the NFL channel or the NFL Network becomes a proprietary pay-per-view channel. Not that it already isn't, but in some packages. But yeah, as far as games are concerned.
Yeah, I'm not sure I have
So
anything to add to that.
Changing gears, moving over to the other winter sport that has gotten underway in the Blackhawks. They look like they lost tonight. I'm a little bit away. Don't have my glasses on. It looks like they lost in a shootout to the Flames. So,
Not because they completely outplayed Calgary. They put 50 shots on goal. 50. Um, they ran into a goaltender who hasn't been very good this year, but so I can't call him a hot goaltender, but he was unbelievable tonight. So I watched most of the game, right up until we recorded. Uh, he, I mean, the Hawks just outplayed him, and it didn't matter. But they extend their at least a point in a game streak. Remember they broke that
yes.
record 2 years ago, and they continue their streak that they have started this year. They now have 3 games in a row where they have at least scored a point, and I don't mean a point as in a goal. I mean a point as in like a win or a
Overtime loss. What do you think of the return of Dan Carcillo?
I think about it how every smart hockey fan thinks about it. It's pretty bad. But you know what? I will say that he's played okay and he hasn't done anything stupid yet. But I feel like
It's a short
it's
leash.
well, I feel like it's only a matter of time when he will do something stupid, get suspended, or cause, you know, a 5 minute penalty, which will result in a Hawks loss. Something will happen. Like, and it was funny because when we heard Versteeg was out, that he'd be out for a couple of weeks, it was like, again, not that you want anyone to be hurt, but you're like, oh, okay, we won't, we don't need to see Versteeg for a while. Wait, that means Carcillo gets more minutes? Oh, okay.
Pick your poison. Yeah.
I think I actually rather have Versteeg. But like I said, Carcillo played good enough on Saturday, and he actually he made some plays tonight. Though um, he missed some easy scoring chances, at least 2 where I think he should have scored and didn't. But I mean, you could probably say that about a lot of the Hawks tonight.
So yes, he's in. Nick Leddy is out. He was traded to the Islanders for some prospective talent, and that's disappointing because I I would much rather have Leddy rather than Versteeg or Carcillo. And right now they're doing the financial juggling act. They had to get under cap, so they had to they were over a barrel. I don't know how Jim Hendry's barreled over there, but I guess it was Dale Talon's barrel. But there's plenty of other it's not fair that we keep blaming Dale Talon for all the financial problems. It's more so okay. You needed to keep your
Core
true stars, your core intact, and okay, fill in what you can with that secondary level. Letty was good. I wish him the best in his career. I thought he could have. I still think he could make some nice progressions, but just wasn't going to happen this year for the Blackhawks. And I'm sure Patrick Sharp could end up being dealt as well. But at least he's showing some great value by scoring.
Yeah, I was disappointed with the Letty trade. However, I had, heard rumors that he would probably be the guy, so I wasn't shocked by it. Like you said, it's more of the money thing, and I think he was also more of a expendable piece because he didn't have the greatest playoff run last year, and I think he ended up in Quinville's doghouse a little bit. So, you know, when you look at, we had to get rid of someone that was making some sort of money, and Quinville wasn't too happy with his play. It's like, you know, I guess he made the most sense. Like you said, I liked Letty. He ran the point on the power play. A very talented skater, very good player. But he would go away at times, and I think that's what Quinville did not like about him. So
Yeah. So let's see.
Crawford, can we mention Crawford?
Crossum sauce, yes.
Even tonight, I know he was the losing goalie, but he's been awesome this year. The best I've seen him like in the regular season. Like usually you don't see this Crawford until the playoffs, and then you're like, oh my God, where's this guy been? He's like in playoff form right now. He's making unbelievable, crazy saves, and not just like one a game. Like remember he made that like too many to even remember. Like he's been all over the place. So I hope he keeps it up, and maybe people will kind of be quiet a little bit about the Crawford hate.
Yeah, to me, Crawford hate is so irrational. It's at least I can understand Jay Cutler hate because Jay Cutler has punch me face.
That doesn't make it right.
It doesn't make it right, but it makes it understandable. And the fact that he throws too many interceptions.
That's what, yeah.
At times.
That,
yes.
like, even that.
I'll admit it.
That gets
I'll
me.
own it.
Like, yeah.
But Crawford hasn't done anything to
warrant.
Yeah. Oftentimes, it's more so the offense that's failed him.
Well, the defense. Yeah, the defense,
offense and not scoring, or the defense not doing their job.
Clearing the puck, and, yeah.
So yeah. Any other mainstream sports we want to hit?
What's the Cardinals-Giants series at? We're all rooting for the Giants. I know they're playing tonight, so.
Haven't checked. I know it was in St. Louis, which doesn't really throw a lot of confidence behind me, but
I believe the Giants were up 3-1, right, in the series? Or am I
they were up 2-1 going.
2-1?
Yeah,
Okay.
Game in your head. Yeah, they were 2 ahead going into tonight, but it looks like Buster Posey did something, and I see. Oh, okay, 6-4 Giants.
Boom. Okay, that was our baseball talk.
There you go.
The Royals swept.
Yeah.
The Royals haven't lost in like 2 months, and they will be in the World Series.
Yeah. So, ugh.
I like the Royals. I just wish they weren't so bunty.
Ned Yost. They win in spite of Ned Yost. I feel like
he hasn't been Ned Yosty though. Like since the wild card game play-in weird thing, game 163.
Yeah,
like that was like the epitome of the Ned Yost game. But like since then, they've like been hitting home runs and stuff. Weird.
If there's one person you want to follow who is, if you don't understand what we mean by Ned Yosty, please check out Joe Sheehan's Twitter. Joe_Sheehan SHEEHAN. It's hysterical because he's very much I don't want to say a sabermetician devotee. He's a math guy. He's advanced baseball statistics, and he very much follows that sort of progression, or I shouldn't say progression, but that sort of that viewpoint. He's not afraid of BABIP, and he's not afraid of of OPS plus slugging. So
I don't know if I follow him.
Please do. It's absolutely hilarious. He's like it. He really calls out. Excuse me. Ned Yost on a lot of the stuff, and he even retweeted an article, one of his newsletters that he wrote regarding as to why Ned Yost why he got fired, and